All y'all feel like he deserves. An educated and united public cannot be controlled. Get organized. Learn to be active.
In this election, we each face a question. What kind of country do we want to live in? There are some people who think we should be a country of chaos, of fear, of hate. But us, we choose something different. We choose freedom. Freedom, freedom, I can't move. Freedom, cut me loose. Freedom, freedom.
And music is probably going to get me. So this was Kamala Harris launching her presidential campaign, which was not on my bingo card at all. That was a complete surprise, blindsided. All the way to the end. It was only a little while before the election, and suddenly Biden drops out, and you got Kamala running for president. And it was like, I don't even think that was the proper process. Like, it was such a weird thing that happened. You know, I think, like I say, the Democrats get paid to lose, and they choose candidates. It's like, who's next in line? How did she get to be next in line? Like, how did they come to these conclusions? Like, did they really think that she was the best candidate, to go up against Trump, that she, could beat him? I really don't think. How did they come to that conclusion? I mean, like, the consultants, what data are y'all looking at? What are you doing? In hindsight, right? Hindsight's 2020. You obviously was wrong. She wasn't the right candidate. She lost. My bad, y'all. Pressing too many buttons. Anyways, freaking Kamala out the blue. That was not on my bingo card. I couldn't have predicted that shit for nothing. And when they were talking about it, I was like, man, that's not gonna happen. It happened. Freaking Doc was talking about it like a year ago. He was like, they're gonna put Kamala up there. I was like, man, that doesn't even make sense. But he was right. I was wrong. The Dems love to do things that don't make sense. Logic is not in their freaking equation. Like, logic, and the Democrats and logic. Yeah, so she out the blue. They chose her to run, and then what did it lead to?
We're coming on the air right now because we have just learned that Kamala Harris, the current vice president, has called now President-elect Donald Trump in a concession speech.
And we understand she will be making remarks to the nation at 4 p.m. We want to bring in senior White House correspondent Kelly O'Donnell now. Kelly, what have you learned about what was discussed on that phone call?
Well, advisors to the vice president say that she placed the call to Donald Trump, the now president-elect, and wanted to talk about the need for a peaceful transition and being a president for all Americans. A concession call used to be commonplace. It used to be an absolute basic of election life in America. And that changed when Donald Trump did not concede in 2020. And so part of what we're seeing from the Biden-Harris administration, already from President Biden and certainly from Kamala Harris, who, of course, is feeling, great, I'm sure, disappointment and distress over losing, trying to get back to those institutions. So they are going to have the conversation. She will make remarks to the public later this afternoon.
Thanks.
Yeah. Then out the blue chose her, and then what? Lost. L. Take that L. You lost to Donald Trump. You're not good at what you do. And I've seen something. They said that Kamala's going to run again. Like, oh my God, are y'all gonna do this? Like, they probably will, because like I say, the logic isn't logical. They don't use logical logic. Like, okay, yeah, she lost. You know, if we end up being JD Vance, there's a very good chance that it will be. And I think that JD Vance is actually he's a better candidate than Trump. I mean, I'm not saying I like the guy. I'm saying he's a better candidate. You know, he knows how to talk. He's a smart guy. He's younger. You know, he's a better candidate. Freaking, you're gonna put Kamala Harris against a better candidate and think that she's gonna beat that one when she couldn't beat the other one? Like, come on, man. Come on. That's what they're saying. They're saying she's gonna run again. Not, hey, it is what it is. They can do whatever they want to. They like losing, or they get paid to lose, and that's what they do. Then okay, go ahead, do what you do. It's the two-party system. It's the American people lose. They don't get good choices. This would be a perfect time for a third party to like surge, like a brand new third party, not one that we have already, a brand new third party. And I was watching a video. They were talking about rallying around the healthcare issue because there's so much energy related to that right now. And maybe you can harness that energy into like a new party and do it around healthcare, Healthcare is a right party or something like that. The healthcare party, I don't know. Call it the People's Party, Something like that. Because both sides aren't happy with the healthcare system. It's clearly, you could tell by the comments and everything, like this is a bipartisan thing, and maybe you can chip away some of those, Republicans, Democrats, Trump supporters or whatever. I don't know, but it's not looking too good. It's looking really, really bleak politically for the future of the United States. Investigate both sides of the argument, come up with your own conclusions.